Hi, it's Angie. Welcome to my channel. It's very, very early, but it's a good morning for me here. So for those that do follow my channel, you'll know that I talk a lot about the educated narcissist or the educated people. Not everyone that is educated is a narcissist, but a lot of my content does evolve or revolve around cerebral narcissists. Having said that, Dr. Spencer Tepe and Nicole Tepe, I hope I'm saying that name right. He's a dentist out of, I think it's the Columbus, Ohio area, out of the Athens Dental Center. That case has surfaced, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it today. No, I'm not going to make any predictions, or I'm not going to make any, I'm just going to try to keep it simple. This is the KISS method. Now, the lyrics to Belinda Carlisle, I Get Weak. Those lyrics have been coming up here. Now, this case is drawing national attention, international attention, because I'm here from Canada. And it's very odd, I think, for many of us that are reading about this, that a couple has been found murdered in their home. If you don't know the case that I'm talking about, it is a dentist and his wife out of Columbus, Ohio. He didn't show up to work on December 30th, and his staff got very, very panicky. Most likely he was a very ornery type of person, so they were trying to phone him, couldn't get a hold of him. They were trying to phone his wife. They have two very, very young children, a 1-year-old and a 1-year-old son and a 4-year-old daughter. I guess all these random 911 calls were going in. Finally, someone went over there, knocked on the door. The police went there, knocked on the door, and they didn't hear anything, so they left. And then someone else ends up finding him deceased on the floor with 2 bullet wounds to the chest, and her as well. So I don't know why this case really does bother me. I've said many times, we relocated, and getting a really nice dentist is hard to come by. Took us a couple of them. But, and I don't know if that's why I was hearing the lyrics to WKRP in Cincinnati. But anyways, this case is out there, and I'm just going to pull a few cards. Now, the I Get Weak lyric by Belinda Carlisle, like I'm just throwing this video out there for entertainment purposes only. You're more than welcome to leave your comments about this, but I'm going to talk about it today because I don't know. I myself find it very strange because there was no, they have a keyless entry, and there was no forced entry. So somebody knew this couple. So was it a consciously uncoupling situation? Was there a jealous ex or a jealous flame or a jealous couple? Could be a jealous couple of them, or it could be a jealous person, jealous of their coupling, could be that. So we'll see what happens here. So like I said, this is about Spencer Tepe and Monique. She was on her second marriage. Just really, really bothersome, especially, when you listen to the 911 operator. She has a little bit of an attitude. But you know what? I worked with some very, very ornery people. The cerebral intelligent one, I'm not talking, not all of them are narcissists, are very ornery. So I don't think it's odd for somebody to call 911, because I've listened to some content out there, perhaps, but I mean, they lived quite a Did that camera just shut off again? That is very strange that that does this in this office. That is very weird. So I'm going to have to add that to this. So anyways, I'm going to continue. There's something in this office. Whenever I film in this office, my camera shuts off. Okay, so, but as I was saying, I worked with some very ornery people, and it's not uncommon. My flag would have been going up too if one of the lawyers I worked for, if we tried to reach out to him or her and her family and nobody knew where they were. The boss, the owner of the dental place lives in Florida, and he called 911, and he had said that they was just calling to see if there were any accidents, or somebody was calling to see if there was any accidents, or was somebody run off the road. But anyways, I'm going to see what cards are going to come out here, okay? Because this kind of has landed on me or to me, or I don't know if it's a case gone cold already. They showed some footage of somebody walking in the back behind their grave site, basically, because they were murdered at home. So this person is supposed to be suspicious. But I'm just going to pull a few cards and see what comes out here, because we do have the Holy Roller card. Practice what you preach. Well, you know, they'll be getting ready for a funeral. I think that would be very, very shocking for your boss to not show up from work, and then they finally get to the house and realize that they're dead. So I'm not sure why that card would come up here, but this could be the shark card. Somebody was circling this couple. That's the vibe I get from that. That couple, actually, this is really interesting, because this couple, I'm a proponent of taking care of the teeth that you want to keep, or floss the teeth that you want to keep. I talk a lot about dentistry here, because I like healthy teeth. I know not everybody can afford it, but I don't know if this was a copay problem, or maybe somebody with financial, maybe they had some financial debt, you know, you just, because when this card comes up, this is the rotten teeth card. I could never understand, because this particular person had access to incredible dental benefits. And but I was always curious of the people that never took care of their teeth. That's not for everybody, though, because I have to be very careful, because I know a lot of people aren't in that financial predicament to take care of your teeth. But this couple was. So it could have been a jealous couple. I'm just, like I said, I'm not putting any predictions out there. I'm just having like a walkie-talkie here. So don't expect any predictions here. But loose lips sink ships, and maybe they're going to dissect some of those 911 calls a little bit more. And but that's the Holy Roller card, and there's actually 2 children in that on that card as well. Maybe somebody rolled the dice here. Maybe there's gambling debts. Maybe there's debts. Like, I'm just throwing a lot of things out there, so don't shoot the messenger. You know, this card has come up a lot too. This is a government card, sort of like maybe somebody was competitive, felt threatened, jealous of their relationship as a couple, you know. It's just maybe jealous of, I just, maybe, you know. So anyways, because jealousy they're murdered. So there's got to be something there, either financial or financial ruin. But for her to be included in that, he took 2 shots to the chest. It was a little bit more directed at him, but it could be one of those situations where they wanted to take out him first because he was stronger. But 2 shots to him and 1 shot to her. Was she just a victim of circumstance, or... Anyways, we'll see what comes out here. So I'm taking one from the Guardian Angel deck because they have 2 toddlers, 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, that are going to need help in the future. So this is what I'm working on. These are my Smithsonian cards. So I said I get weak. That's that when I look into your eyes. You know, when you look at the footage of their wedding, it's just beautiful footage. So I feel like there's somebody competitive here, somebody jealous of them. And could be another dentist, could be. But to take her out at the same time, you know, I don't know. Consciously uncoupling, maybe. Okay, so we'll see what else comes out here. And I Get Weak, that's by Belinda Carlisle. You know, like I said, it makes it very easy when the dentist is very, very nice, because a lot of people are terrified of going to the dentist. And I think she was she a school teacher or something, or in social work? So very, very social couple, a very, very social couple. They're talking about maybe somebody hired a hitman here, or maybe it was a personal vendetta. Oh, the bride at every funeral and the corpse at every wedding. This card. This could be the mother-in-law. This could be a disgruntled mother-in-law. I'm not saying that that's what's happening in this case, but that is a disgruntled mother-in-law out there. This is the bride at every funeral and the corpse at every wedding. I'm very, very surprised that that one would come up today. There is no suicide on that. What's that? Yeah, that's the apple card. Apple. You know, it's some jealousy here. Definitely some jealousy here. Okay, so we're taking one from, you know, that reminds me of that spare. Are we dealing with a narcissistic psychopath that did this, possibly? Somebody had a specific intention to do this to this couple. I was listening to some podcasters out there where they were saying that it's professional hit, but maybe not so professional because they didn't take the casings. This card, yeah, that's the cop card there. That's the buddy card. They had the dog as well. That's the dog card. That's the dog in the house. Wow. Okay. So there's a diva. I'm just going to say it. There's maybe some kind of diva around this couple. Maybe some jealousy. I'm not calling it right now. I'm not calling anything whatsoever. But lots of gossip already on this, and maybe I'm doing the same thing, but I'm just, this is an open discussion here. That's the diva card. Both of these are diva cards. These are divas. That somebody thinks she was a diva, meaning Monique, was somebody jealous of her, because lots of people are jealous of people that have a nice lifestyle. That's the caretaker card as well. That's the, I don't know, I don't think there's groundskeepers there, but I don't think that property was big enough for that. But I'm taking one from the, Guardian Angel deck. They're going to need prayers. Yeah, they're going to need a lot of prayers to figure this one out, because that family of Spencer and Monique's family are just ripped to shreds. They've got to figure out who's going to take care of the little children. It's just very, 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 very bothersome. I've been up thinking about this for me to be doing a video this early in the morning. This is seriously on my mind. So I get weak when I look in your eyes. That's the lyric. And you know, there's a lot of different couples out there. I'm not suggesting anything, but I don't know what I want to say here. I get weak when I look in your eyes. Could be somebody attracted you know, attracted. You can be attracted to different couples, you know, things like that. I'm not suggesting anything. Maybe I'm coming across as I am, but this video is just for entertainment purposes only. And I get weak when I look in your eyes. He's a graduate of dental school, like, oh, pretty smart guy. There's a jealous card again. I'm taking this card because this one worked at the orthodontist, but it's still the dentist card. And that one flew right out of the cuckoo's nest. Somebody was seriously enamored with somebody here, or enamored with them as a couple. And because this card, she's like a jealous. This is the jealous card came up. It's either financial or some kind of love triangle, but it doesn't feel like a love triangle because they're both dead. Now, I'm gonna my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Are we talking about a blood relative that's jealous? Is there sibling rivalry that's jealous? Is there a neighbor that's jealous? There's somebody jealous here. All of those three cards that came up are jealousy. Okay, so I'm taking one here. You know, I haven't sat in this office for a couple of months. I love this office. Okay, here's the even Steven. Somebody was out to get even with them. That is an overt character trait. These cerebral narcissists, somebody out to get even with them, clearly, because they're passed on, and that's the criminal card as well. I'm not going to suggest that right yet, but we'll see what happens here. So I have to remind you, this is just for like an open forum here, and see what comes out of this guardian angel deck with two children like that. You know, yeah, this is the Bible. There's something with the Bible. This is my Diego card here. What's it say on there that I wrote? I can't even see this. All creatures big and small. You know, you can't see, but I triple saw cow. That's a gymnastic. Is that gymnast? Or is that triple saw cow? Skating. I just wanted to say, that reminds me of Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan. That's another Olympic. I've been getting these things regarding the Olympics for the last little while. I took a short down the other day. But anyways, this is the Bible. I don't know if there's some kind of religious thing around that couple, but this card has not ever come up. And I got this card, I created this card in San Diego. And this is, I don't know if there's something, practice what you preach or something here, but I'm going to pull another couple of cards here. Because that's a lawn ornament. I know you don't know what I'm talking about, but I just had to say that about this Tanya Harding thing. It could be jealousy, like a bad, like severe jealousy for this couple. Wow. I don't know though, but we'll see. You know, for Diego to come out here, I created Diego card. He's kind of like this little lawn ornament here. Could be somebody in the neighborhood. Okay, so we'll see what comes out here. Okay, so that was my guardian. I'm gonna do another shuffle here, and but I'm getting ambiguity. But anyways, I've been getting a lot of different messages regarding the Olympics. I just said Tanya Harding. Tanya Harding had an incredible hate and jealousy for Nancy Kerrigan. There's jealousy here. There has to be some Ford. Ford. That's the acronym for found on road dead. That's a vehicle too. Okay. Entrapment. Entrapment. That's the baby card. That's the entrapment card. That's love and marriage. Love and marriage, you know, go together like horse and carriage. I don't really get a vibe out of there. Okay, but I think it would be pretty shocking, though. Well, it would be to go to work. Your boss doesn't show up to work, or the dentist doesn't show up to work. He's got patients waiting, and then they finally realize that they're dead. And that, you know, those are those. I just think it would be horrible for the little 1-year-old and the 4-year-old, particularly the 4-year-old. She may not know too much, or she may be able to. So maybe that's a very, very delicate situation. I get weak when I look in her eyes. When I look in your eyes, that could be the little girl, you know, or the dad looking at the daughter. Like, okay, so I'm just pulling out these random cards, saying good morning to everybody. Oh, this is the, this is the gold digger. Now, let me think why this is the keep it simple, stupid card. This is the kiss. This is the kiss boots. This person had multiple affairs. Chef's hat. She actually was a really good baker. I just can't put my finger on it why I'm talking about this, but I'm not speculating anything. I'm just doing one of my random videos here. That's the liar, cheater, and thief card. I don't even know if I'm going to post this video because I can't get too specific. And I don't want to speculate anything because God knows the crime community, the sleuths are already out there. And that's the karate card. It is Elvis's birthday tomorrow. Elvis liked dentists too. I wonder if it had something to do with co-pays, or because I don't even really understand all that stuff, the insurance or something, but I think there's some kind of jealousy here. This is a return to sender card. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He's still missing. This case feels to me like it's gone cold. So this is a cold case file, and yeah. So that's all I'm going to say for now. This is just kind of like a random video, so don't shoot the messenger here. I'm just talking about Spencer and Monique. Temp. And we know this possibly will be content going under the crime community, but stay tuned for more. So leave whatever comments you want. Good morning. Have a wonderful day. It's all done. Enjoy.